What a game. What a game for the White Sox. They did everything they needed to, winning by the slimmest of margins, 1-0. I don't know what to start with. Is it Hauser? Is it Taylor? Is it Benny with the bomb?
One of the best. They lost a lot of games by one.
Yes.
But to me, this is one of the best games they play. I was a punching Judy all my life. I believe in pitching. I believe in defense. And today was outstanding. Carroll picked the guy up at third base.
Yes.
You know, the couple guys in the middle of the field. I mean, he said, don't think Hauser was, don't worry about it. It's had been like that almost all year long. Great game. I'm glad they win the game 1-0 because that's that could be huge for them.
This is 𝗵𝗃 𝗟𝗶 right now. His phone is ringing off the hook. Everyone was going to want Adrian Hauser. I don't want him going anywhere, but there's going to be a lot of teams interested in him. I mean, 7 scoreless. Lights out again for the White Sox. We have so much to talk about on the postgame show. The White Sox win this 1-0. By the way, the Giants had been 13-3 in Robbie Ray starts. They lose. He had the most wins in the American League. He loses, and the White Sox with a big win here today. They'll go for the series win tomorrow. It is a winning edition of White Sox Postgame Live with me and 𝗦cie 𝗰𝗶𝗹 He'll be doing some singing on the postgame show because he's here to entertain you. You ready?
I can sing the way he sing. I know maybe the money will be. Okay. I know that's smart.
All right.
I go, I
think that was not 𝗶𝗶.
Hey, I heard that last night.
Yes, I know you were here for a little bit.
Maybe because the sound.
Yes,
not because
there was a lot going on.
A lot. It was nice.
All right. We got fun coming your way. We always do. It is on your TV, on your smartphone, on your iPad, on your computer, in your brain. Next.
Here we go. 2-2 from Taylor. Got him! Ball game! It was a pitcher's duel. And Benny solo home run the difference. The Sox win game 2 of this series, 1-0 over the Giants.
Adrian Hauser started it. Grant Taylor finished it. Andrew Benintendi won it with a solo home run, and the Sox take it 1-0 here at Wrigley Field. It is Yuengling White Sox postgame live here with the legend Ozzie Guillen. I'm Chuck Garfien. This was a complete game. You'd like them to score 5, 6, 7 runs, but if you're only going to score 1 and your defense and your pitching staff does this, you'll take it every single time.
It's a funny thing about, you know, how many times this year we see them lose a game like this. By 1 run.
I think they came in 4-20.
Too many.
We don't. Who cares about the number?
But seeing the way they performed today, Hauser was outstanding. To me, I love defense and pitching. That's the way I manage it. That's the way I play. Pitching, but different. They win more games than everybody think they win. They make plays in the infield. They make a play in the outfield. They had a big home run, but the pitching staff, it was great from the beginning all the way to the end.
Yeah, so Adrian Hauser, his story is incredible because in the last year, before the Sox even got him, he had played last year for the Mets. He had played for the Cubs in the minor league system. He played for the Orioles, minor league system. He was in the Rangers minor league system when they got him at the start of this season, and he was playing in AAA, opted out of his contract. Finds himself here. He's been a whole new pitcher. He was already starting in AAA at the end of his AAA stint with the Rangers, but what they've gotten is, I'll just say it, he's an ace. Well, he's the ace of this staff right now.
The White Sox front office have been great, picking the 5-man
Rule 5
guys, yeah. And also pick this kid out of nowhere. Just put it that way. I know this kid, he will help another ball club. He might help another club in the future, hopefully not, but has been so good every day. It's something you manager, your pitching coach, your teammate, front office, fans, everybody look to you what you did. Nowadays, when you see a guy throw 7 innings, pop the champagnes, boys. Throw good.
Yeah.
Pop the champagne. Those type of guys just have to see how it did it, how it went through a lot of people. Pitching for one little mistake you make.
He can't make any.
You lose a game.
So I'm looking at his scores, the scores of the games that he has pitched in with the White Sox. He has pitched, every single pitch of his has been high leverage. Here are the scores. Ready? 1-0. They won that game. 2-1, it was a loss. 3-2, it was a loss. 4-1, it was a win. 3-1 loss. 4-2 win. 1-0. win. Every pitch that he's had to throw, he can't make any mistakes because the games have been so close.
It's just that's why they show you. A lot of people are going to be interested on him. And he earned it. He deserved to people want him because the White Sox give him the opportunity. They take it. They got to live with him. And it has to be so great. And he do something very special. Tomorrow is a day game. How many guys they use at the bullpen?
One.
That's it. The way the bullpen's going to use for last couple of games is being a lot. That's the biggest thing he did today.
All right, let's show you what Adrian Houser did here today. 7 scoreless innings, only gives up 4 hits. They were singles, and most of them were doinks. They weren't really hit very hard. 5 strikeouts. What did you see from Adrian Houser here today?
Attack the strike zone without fear. That's what it is. Sinking was working very well. But when you have something working for you, no matter what pitch it is, but you not want to throw it, it make it different. Look at that changeup. That ball is almost a Johan Santana changeup. Look at the cutter. You know what I mean? It's just everything was around the plate. When you're around the plate, you got a great opportunity to have the game he had today. Look at that breaking ball. It sound like he's looking like a curveball, but that, to me, that's it. That's a play of the game right there.
Yeah,
for the
we'll
kids,
show that again.
For the kids, he's 22 years old.
Yeah.
20. You know, you have to have a lot of guts to make that play. We might show that later.
Yeah, we are. It's coming up.
You have a lot of guts to make that play.
All right, he was painting corners, painting. The sinkers were special, and he gets the win here today. All right, meanwhile, you had Robbie Ray on the other side. He came in with 8 wins, tied for the most in the National League. And let's just watch him because he's got what makes him so tough. Is it the tight pants? I'm joking. Is it the grunting? That would throw me off. He's like a tennis player. He's got good stuff. What did you see from Ray?
Delivery. He had in the ball very well. Look at that. He had in the ball all the way in the back. All the song were 93, 94, 96 with a great breaking ball. When you hide the ball, when you're a lefty, you hide the ball the way he does, they will get you a lot of places. You know, you want to swing with 2 strikes. It's up in the strike zone. You know, I mean, just everything around the plate. That's the reason these guys had the year he have.
We have a former White Sox pitcher who's been with us today, and he had said that, hey, you know, just let Robbie Ray pitch. And what he meant by that is he won't, I mean, obviously he'll throw some strikes, but you'll get yourself out by chasing a lot of his pitches.
You know why?
Why? Because
he was the same way. If you're not chasing Freddy Garcia's pitch, he's going to get you out.
Yes.
You start chasing him. Well, before that, when we got Freddy, was 97, 95, that was the song turned to be a pitcher.
Yeah.
That's the same way he is. You not swing those pitch, you're going to make him a better pitcher.
All right, so Robbie Ray only made one mistake. It was the home run to Andrew Benintendi, and he takes the loss. And, okay, so we want to show you this because, and we'll show it again, we got to go into it because here you have men on 2nd and 3rd, and there's nobody out, and Houser's on the mound, and you're like, how is he going to get out of this? He's got Rafael Devers up. This is not looking good for the Sox because, you know, we've been down this road before. Our Heat Check, presented by 4 Seasons with local heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electric experts. All right, here it is, top of the 6th. First, men on 1st and 2nd, and nobody out. And there's a balk. So there's men on 2nd and 3rd, and this is a tough situation. Talk about a Heat Check. It's a 1-0 game. What happened here?
I don't know. I think they know what's in the same side, and he would have said, listen, I only see few guys do that.
What Caro did?
Yes, with the one, remember, look at Rojas. That's the 2nd time Rojas do that. Great job by Rojas. He sneak in, do the job. Last time I saw was Poch Rodriguez in the playoff against the New York Yankees. Throw the ball away, next pitch, he throw the guy at 3rd base side. Great job by Caro because when you're that young, you're scared to make a mistake. If this kid throw the ball away, the people are like, what are you doing? Especially myself, we're like, what Caro was thinking, what Rojas was thinking. There was heads-up play, proper Rojas, because this is not the first time he did it. Great job because it takes a lot of guts to make that play in that situation when you're only 22 years old with 100 at-bats in the big league.
I mean, 2nd and 3rd. Talk about an escape act. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. You've got a 1-0 lead, and it stays that way. Actually, was it a 1-0 lead at that point? No, it was no score at the time because in the bottom of the 6th inning, this happened. It is our Yuengling play of the game. Someone needed to score. Someone did. Who's been clutch on this team? Andrew Benintendi. He has been clutch. bam, solo home run to right, his 10th of the season. Only the second home run that Robbie Ray has given up to a lefty this year. Only the 5th extra base hit, and he went and got it.
Listen, guys, check his head. Check his head when he make contact. Right on it.
Look at his legs there. That
Signs
stretch.
Benny wearing this White Sox uniform. He been, hurt here and there. He's a pro. He's a guy, when he put the uniform on, he go after, he go hard. And that's why those young players in that clubhouse, you see, they're kind of few.
Yeah.
Others look up to him because he played the game right. He's very professional. When he do the stuff he's supposed to be doing, he acted the same way. We have 5 kids. Yeah. Yes.
You talking about hitters?
Yes.
Yeah, about that.
5 kids. Okay, look up to him. Look up to him. Look at the way he handles himself on the field. I don't know off the field because I'm not in the clubhouse. But what he does on the field, all those kids learn from one of the best I see ever played the game.
All right, here's the best thing about this game, is that this tape we're about to show you might have led the show off, but we can bury it in the first segment because it doesn't matter. Thankfully, Grant Taylor saved the day, and the Giants didn't score because we wanted an insurance run. It didn't happen. This is a game of inches, as we see so many times on this show. It is actually, this is not a game of inches. This is a game of centimeters, millimeters. It's the bottom of the 7th. This could be a home run. Like 50-50 chances off the top of the fence. Okay, Michael A. Taylor is on second base. All right, there's one situation of game of centimeters. And then this. Here's a single to right. They send Taylor, and he does not touch home plate, misses by a millimeter or something
I have
like
a question. I'd like to know what the catcher's legs, it was on the line. I wish you can see that. Look, he was in the middle of the play. He was in the middle of the line. I don't know. I don't know the rules anymore because every 2 seconds they change the rule. If we see the catcher, look at that.
He had no place to go.
No place to go.
Yeah.
They got to check that. I don't know why the White Sox don't check that. But you know how to any place to land at the plate. And I was a little confused by the rules.
Yeah, because they're trying to prevent collisions at home plate. So to prevent collisions at home plate,
yes,
they have to go around the catcher.
Yeah, but it's the catcher.
But if the catcher is in the way,
I'm not going to say
then what do you have to do to score?
The catcher was, I think, it was in the middle. The guy could slide. Now baseball, like, tack, it's your turn. Like back in the day, you just, you break my knee, or I'm going to get you.
Yes.
Okay, now they prevent that. I don't want to know. I like to know the rules. I don't know the rules very well, but I don't think you have a space to touch the plate because the catcher said maybe he did it intentional. He was like, no intentional. Sorry, tried to do it, but it was his legs or his 2 feet. He was in the middle, the sliding part.
Yeah.
And I wonder what the rules was.
Maybe they'll ask him about it. We can Google it sometime during the show and come up with a internet answer.
No, but it's funny because I wish you can see it again in slow motion. Maybe not right now.
Yeah.
Like just see what the catcher was.
No, I looked at it. I mean, his only chance was to go around.
He got around Michigan Avenue, come back to Legs, and then touch the plate. Because I don't see it was enough space for him to slide.
Well, I had wondered. Okay, we're going to show it again here. So this is the play. This might be this is the double. That was 97 right down the middle. This is a great bullpen, by the way, for the Giants. Lowest ERA in the majors, and there was shadows, too.
Yes.
That's not easy. All right, so let's watch this again. There's Josh Rojas, and here's the play at the plate.
Stop it.
I think he's in the way.
I do
Taylor
too.
could only go around him, but...
Yes. Look at that. Look at that. Yes.
What's he supposed to do? Like slide under his legs?
Yeah, that's what that's what I have a little confused about it. Look, he's in the middle. He's in the way
because
to
he went
slide.
to get the ball. Hold on, because he went to get the ball.
It's not matter.
Okay, but that's why he ended up in it as well.
Rules is the rules. Because if before he got the ball, I guarantee you he was in the same position where
Can you call Laz Diaz umpire?
I will do. Pre-game show tomorrow. He'll be on.
All right, he'll be on the show.
No, him. I will ask him.
You'll find out. So the White Sox, I was thinking, boy, they've had a lot of outs at home plate. But I guess every out at home plate feels like a lot of outs at home plate. So they have 10 this year. That is one more than league average. The Rays have 19, almost twice as much as the White Sox. So I don't know. I like their aggressiveness. It just didn't turn out.
I do. And in the past, I criticized the best coach. I said, why you send him? No way you're going to score with that. Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. And then today is when I look at the replay, I'm lucky to say the replay before the show about, okay, yeah, it was safe. But at the end of the day, it's not his fault. It's how the catcher was 10 up in the middle of the traffic and couldn't slide the way it should be.
All right. So, meanwhile, Grant Taylor comes in, the rookie fireballer, and he's got stuff. He's got great breaking pitches as well. This was his biggest test in his young career. He got his first save last week. How about a 2-out save? And they have said that, he has the potential to do this. This is a guy who they will, he certainly sees himself as a future starter. So he has some innings underneath him that he can maybe go 2 innings. And what did he show you here today? Would you not do this?
I cannot say enough of this kid.
Okay.
I don't know him. We saw him when I saw him in the big. When obviously we saw a couple clips from the minor leagues, but I don't know. Chris Gett, don't call me crazy or don't call me. You don't know what we're doing.
Yes.
I'm very 𝗵𝗂, stay away from our business.
Stay out of White Sox business.
Okay, but you find a closer.
Okay. We have found a closer.
Yes.
You mean? Yes.
He's a closer. You find a guy who can close the game.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is in Major League Baseball to find a guy with closer stuff.
Not just closer stuff, but
mind, heart, and another thing.
Yes. Look at that swing.
That's why I think this kid is going to be, and his attitude is no matter what he does, I'm going to see him in couple opportunity. Very hard opportunity, and handle it very well.
So that was Dom Smith. I just noticed this for the first time. He swings. He swung at that. He's like, he swung. He's like,
and by the way,
he did the 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗀.
Like,
he's like, I got no shot.
You know why? I know exactly what the San Francisco Giants was thinking. The shadows in the middle.
Yeah.
You throw a guy who throw 100.
Yeah, I got no shot.
With 12-6 breaking ball.
Yeah.
I don't see the ball. I'm out of here.
That's what that was. All right. I mean, you rarely see that. You just see guys, they strike out and they just walk back. He did a bad swing. He's like,
can I tell you what?
I'm going back to the
dugout. Can I tell you a secret? I have enough time?
Yeah.
Okay, we're in the World Series. I sit him down, talking with Galarraga, Andrew John, Chipper, all those guys.
Oh, you're with Braves World Series.
With the Braves. All the son, Mariano Rivera, is in the game. And Bobby Cott go, Ozzie, grab a bat. That's a laugh. Then I told the guy, pack it in, boys. Pack it in. Galarraga is so innocent. He go, get it, Rumi, get it. I know you're going to get it. Say, pack it in. I know I have no chance.
This game is over for us.
He's out hitting there. This game's over. Why? Because you take, it's just kind of hard to pinch hit. What I told you, it's kind of hard to close a game.
Yes, it is.
And this kid's got a closer stuff.
All right. And he had the 8th and the 9th, did not give up a single hit. And Grant Taylor, is with our Brooke Fletcher.
Grant, second big league save for you. What does it mean just to be trusted in those high leverage spots?
Yeah, I mean, it means the world. Thankful that the team believes in me to be able to go in and do the job.
Take me through that at-bat against 𝗏𝗏𝗃 𝗏𝗀. What was going through your mind?
Yeah, don't leave one other middle. Try and get the cutter in. 2 strikes, curveball. I knew it was the pitch. Q knew it was the pitch. Just get it to a good location, got the strikeout.
When you have gloves behind you that are protecting you, what's that mean just as a pitcher?
I mean, that was awesome. Those 2 plays with Vinny and 𝗏𝗏𝗃 those were unbelievable. That saved the whole outing. That was great.
When you got called up, you talked about trusting your stuff and just believing that you belong at this level. How has that mentality just evolved every time you've taken the mound here?
Yeah, I think, it's every time, I do trust it and I get in the zone and have success, it just builds confidence for the next time I go out. And, just trying to build more and more confidence every day.
There's getting a lot of praise for this bullpen and what you guys have been able to do as of late. Just describe the mentality of this group right now and how you guys have risen to the occasion.
Yeah, I think everyone's in attack mode. Nothing to lose. Like, we're going to go try and win every single ball game and, get after guys.
And just want to give a shout out to Adrian Houser. How good was he on the mound today?
That was unbelievable. That was huge. Definitely needed, 7 for him today. And, he got the job done. That was awesome.
Grant, thank you so much.
No problem.
All right, another close game for the White Sox, and they win a close game. In records in games decided by 2 runs or less. The White Sox are a country mile away from everybody else. They've been playing so many close games and not winning many of them. Great to see them get a win here today.
It's a funny thing about because they need now they know they can go out and do it. You create that mentality. You create that like, wow, we lost a lot of games. Why not? And back down they go. Oh, we're up by 1. Oh my God! Other son Taylor did a tremendous job out there. Hauser obviously he create tremendous game, but that maybe helped them for the future. We did it before. Why we can do it now? Great job by them.
Great job by everyone behind the scenes. We've got a great team at CHSN. I got a text from Saul, who works with us behind the scenes, about the interference play. I think we got something here, Ozzie.
Yes.
We got something. It says, the catcher may not block the pathway of a runner attempting to score unless he has possession of the ball. If the catcher blocks the runner before he has the ball, the umpire may call the runner safe. He went over to get the ball. He didn't have it. I think he interfered with Taylor.
Yeah, I think he did. The thing is, the White Sox never asked him, the umpire, to check about anything out. And I think, to me, I don't know who was wrong, who was right. That's the problem. But I think, to me, before he got the run, it's two spikes. Mm-hmm. Baseball shoes. People don't know what a spike is.
Yes.
The baseball shoes was in the middle of the line in that particular play.
All right, going to break here on White Sox Postgame Live. When we come back, we had a surprise visitor on the pregame show. We're going to show you him. Weekends are the best for me spotting fan jerseys in the crowd. We got a whole bunch. Did I find an Ozzie Guillen jersey? That's the question.
No, the best one was nobody going to be the last night one.
Last night?
Last night, my T-shirt.
You're right, your T-shirt.
Nobody.
That was good. You're right, but we showed that last night. We got new ones today.
Why nobody wearing my jersey anymore?
I went looking. I scoured this ballpark looking for an Ozzie Guillen jersey. Did I find one?
No, you can't. I don't see. I'm sitting here all the time and watching people.
What do you think? 50-50 chance I found one?
How you wear Moncada's T-shirt?
There's a lot of Moncadas.
Jersey. Yeah, and you know where Ozzie. Yeah,
what
at least
I find an Ozzie
just
Guillen
one
jersey. You cannot turn the channel. I know you can't.
One.
If you want to see if I found Ozzie, I found a lot.
Did you?
And you're gonna. Well,
it's not tomorrow.
I'm
going to bring tomorrow all my family wearing.
I am
White
not
Sox
revealing
jersey.
whether I got an Ozzie Guillen jersey or not. You will find out. You'll be the first to find out next.